Hey guys, can you hear me? I don't know how to chat. I don't know how to type. I'm just trying this thing, just testing. And thank you for coming. Can you hear me? Hey there. Can you hear me? Anyone can hear me? Now I'm just trying this one out. It's just a testing. Oh, really? That's really good. Thank you for coming here. Yeah, because I'm just trying this one out, guys. I hope you're all okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Where you guys come from? Can you tell me where you from? Cool. I just love this book and I'm just trying the live here and I don't know how to type. Can anyone tell me how to type? Can you do that? I don't know how to do that. You can. Hey, hey. What's up? I don't know how to type. I'm sorry. That's a good punchline. Cool, cool. Seriously, this is my first time to do live. But I want to type, but I can't because I'm using my phone. So can anyone read this one? Take some time out. This is a very good book. Highly recommended. take some time out. Don't underestimate the importance of taking time to relax. Sometimes we get so caught up in our lives and what's going on around us that we become overwhelmed and tense. The simple solution is to unwind and keep some distance from the things that are stressing you out. Don't be afraid to spend some time alone. I've noticed that sometimes you can feel peopled out. If you're an introvert, this feeling might be quite common. You feel like everyone wants a piece of you and it just gets too much. If you're living with a spouse, friends, or family, this might seem a little cruel. It's not that you dislike them or that you're even fed up with them. It's just that you need a break, a chance to breathe and recharge. You just need to be alone for a while. That's perfectly acceptable and doesn't make you any less loving. It's also easy to feel overstimulated by the media and social media and in need of a period of rest from these things too. How can you tell if you need a break? Well, here's an example. If someone tries to do something nice for you, yet you feel like they're trying too hard or they're all up in your space, it might be a sign that you're all peopled out. Yes, you might feel bad because you know this person has good intentions, but you just want them to stop. In Mexican Spanish, the word encantado describes this particular feeling. It refers to the feeling of wanting to be away from people after spending time with them. Although you shouldn't let your mood dictate your manners, neither should you feel bad for wanting to disconnect for a bit. It's not only beneficial for you, but for others too. The longer you stay peopled out without a recharge, the higher the chance that you'll lower other people's vibrations. It's also very powerful to spend some time in nature. In this day and age, it's increasingly difficult to navigate through life without technology. However, being out in nature can help to replenish and rejuvenate your entire being. A research study published in 1991 found that natural environments had recuperative effects by bringing about positive emotional states and encouraging psychological well-being. Sometimes you have to unplug yourself from the world for a moment so you can reset yourself. You don't have to make this complicated. You could go outside for a walk, do some work in your garden, go and sit under a tree or gaze up the stars if the sun is shining. Absorbing some rays of light can help you boost your vitamin D and levels of serotonin, a happy hormone that acts as a natural mood stabilizer. Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm just reading some books here. It's called The Good Vibes and Good Life. Find some inspiration. Inspiration keeps me driven and optimistic. Nowadays, there are so many ways that we can get inspired. Self-help books, newspapers, or empowering novels like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho are great, as are myriad digital sources of inspiration, such as podcasts. Don't underestimate the power of great inspirational movie either. I personally find The Pursuit of Happiness starring actor Will Smith very uplifting. I remember one particular period during which I felt completely lost in life. I just left a job to pursue my own business, selling inspirational t-shirts. I'd invested my own money, and to my dismay, they weren't selling as well as I'd hoped. I thought they were going to be sold out within days. I'd read all these business textbooks, spent hours in fashion blogs, and felt like I had all the knowledge required to run a successful company and bringing something innovative to the fashion world. However, my reality was proving otherwise. And what's this? I was beginning to lose faith in myself and in my abilities. I questioned my direction in life. And on top of this, my mom saw that I was struggling and told me I should get another job. Look, as I needed to make money to live on and help out at home, the pressure felt immense. When you begin to doubt your abilities, you can quickly fall deep into a sea of misery. You begin to experience all the lower vibrational states, and this can be damaging. Okay. I knew I had to do something, so I listened to various personal development audiobooks, pick up some self-help books, stream online videos, and read articles, quotes, and blog posts. I even started speaking to entrepreneurial friends I've met via social media. I started learning about other people's hardships and how they overcame them, even when the odds were against them. So I started to feel inspired. My self-belief grew. These stories were demonstrating that my failure wasn't final. Anyone who has accomplished anything great has faced big challenges or failures, but they're only final if you quit. Okay. And admittedly, my t-shirt business didn't work out, but it sparked changes once that benefited me hugely. When you're inspired, you find drive and you feel good about where you're going and what's possible in your life. Anyway, this is it. Stay clear of gossip and drama. Drama is for TV, not for real life. Don't play a part in someone else's episode in which they are only the star. At some point, everyone will find themselves taking part in gossip. Sometimes they won't even realize that they're doing it. The worst part is that most people actually enjoy it. They don't think they're being judgmental and see gossiping as harmless. They just love the excitement of hearing juicy rumors about those around them and passing them on, then getting a reaction, and this makes gossiping a great way to lower your vibration. Regardless, spreading gossip preys on our ego. We do it to try to feel good about ourselves, to feel superior to others. It's very often judgmental, and most judgments stem from hatred, which is a low vibrational state that will only lead to you inviting unpleasant experiences into your life. As we've already established, every thought and word holds a powerful vibration. When we discuss others in a negative way, we're sending negative energy out into the universe. As a result, this lowers our own vibration, resulting in toxic events in our lives that will reproduce ill feelings. Ayurveda, the ancient Indian medical system, says gossiping affects some of our energy centers known as chakras. This actively restricts us from ascending to higher vibrational states. News outlets profit from gossip by publicizing other people's misfortune. Luckily for them, some people buy into it. As a result, it's become socially acceptable to discuss other people. Yet everyone knows they wouldn't like it if they were subject of gossip. So distance yourself from conversations about others, or try to direct the discussion to something more positive. You'll notice that more often or not, people who spend their time gossiping are the ones who seem to complain or find comfort in misery. If you join them in your habits, you'll gradually become disillusioned with life too. Similarly, getting swept up in unnecessary drama can heighten both stress and anxiety. This puts you in a lower emotional state, and as you already know by now, this reflects undesirably on your life. Why give up your joy? I've learned to avoid drama at all costs because it does nothing good for me. I once came across a high drama person who attempted to argue with me about a point I'd made. Ironically, my point had been that we should walk away from fights because they can destruct our peace, but he didn't believe that we should. When I kindly told him that I respected our differences and we should move on, he got angry. If I'd felt he was actually interested in my perspective, I'd have been happy to share it and listen to this. However, he only wanted to argue, to prove me wrong and drag me down. His ears were shut and his mouth was open. He wasn't ready to learn, only to dictate. Our beliefs were different. He got really worked up by it. To him, I was spreading false information and creating further suffering in the world with my viewpoint. This anger was followed by personal abuse directed towards me, particularly since I wouldn't take part in this battle. I simply stayed silent and observed until I could distance myself. It didn't seem like this person cared deeply for other people's well-being or that he wanted to prevent suffering in the world. His aggressive behavior contradicted his points. He simply needed to justify why he was right and that his way was the only way. My beliefs shattered his truth that we should always fight back, and without the truth, his identity became threatened. This is the work of the ego. Your ego is your self-image created by thought. It's your social mask, one that constantly requires validation because it lives in fear of losing its sense of identity. When you're upset because someone doesn't like you, it's your ego operating. You validate your existence based on their approval. When they disapprove of you, you no longer feel good about who you are. Our ego always wants to feel significant and adored. It seeks instant gratification. It wants to feel more powerful than other people. It's the reason people buy things they don't need to impress people they don't even care about. It's this reason we become bitter about other people's successes. It's the reason greed exists and why we're constantly striving to outdo others. It prevents us from acting with love and understanding. Unfortunately, many of us identify ourselves with a certain image throughout our lives that created by our ego, and we have to keep on maintaining and protecting it. If others don't approve of the image of ourselves that we've created, our identity becomes threatened and the ego will fear for its protection, just in the case here. My beliefs force that person to question his own beliefs and therefore question his identity, which imposed the threat. This is why he was so quick to get defensive and to attack. This happens a lot in life because of ego. People don't say or ask things out of curiosity. They simply want to prove others wrong. They want people to follow their truth, not because they necessarily care about others, but because they fear being wrong and not knowing who they are. There are a lot of high drama people in the world who seem to thrive in these toxic conditions. I try to keep an open mind to listen to other people's perspectives. However, I've also learned not to waste time on people who have no interest in what I have to say or why I say it. You must make sure that you don't involuntarily take part in the internal battles of others. Discussing problems and sharing information is fine when the intention doesn't stem from the desire to make yourself feel superior through the belittlement of others. This provides a false sense of self and consequently lowers your vibe. There are better ways to spend your time than gossiping or involving yourself in dramas. Instead, try to focus on your own life and trying to improve it. Time is precious and you should be investing it wisely by doing something constructive that will make your life greater. This book.